pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's just have a moment of silence for Trooper Ordnat, who was killed in a motor vehicle accident yesterday. Thank you all. Please be seated.
Councilmember Bardini.
Here.
Councilmember Totino.
Present.
Councilmember Foreman.
Here.
Councilmember Rye.
Here.
Supervisor Albrecht.
Here. Let's see what we got here. Code ordinance. So we should have only, Cooper, we should have only 2 items for special consideration?
2 items for special.
All right, so I'd like to amend the agenda to add rehiring of Police Chief Joe Clark, and the second one would be to go into the agreement for the Dutchess County micro grant. I'll present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next up is introduction of new employees. We got any new employees? Nope. Next up is presentations. So, come on, Boy Scout.
Eagle Scout.
Eagle Scout, yes.
Eagles.
Yes, right there. So just tell us a little about yourself, and we're going to read a proclamation for you.
My name is Daniel Lynch. I am 16 years old. I go to John Jay High School, located in Hopewell Junction. I like taking photos. I like skiing. I like helping my community, and I'm honored to be here today.
Thank you.
What
Thank
grade are
you.
you in?
I am a junior.
Junior.
All right.
Very
Okay.
impressive.
Well, the town board
Thank
did a proclamation for you, so Councilman Ryan would like to read it to you.
You ready?
Yes.
Proclamation recognizing Eagle Scout Daniel Thomas Lynch. Whereas Daniel Thomas Lynch is a scout with Scouting USA Troop 3086, and whereas the rank of Eagle Scout is the highest rank within Scouting USA, and whereas in order to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout, a candidate must demonstrate leadership and initiative by designing and completing a service project in the community. And whereas to achieve the rank of Eagle Scout, Daniel Thomas Lynch did help design and complete a project at St. John's Lutheran Church in Poughkeepsie, New York. And whereas this project involved designing and building a lattice from scratch using harvested red cedar. And whereas the organization, the Scouting USA Eagle Board of Review, determined that this project meets all requirements and found Daniel Thomas Lynch deserving of the rank of Eagle Scout within Eagle Scout Court of Honor and held in recognition of his achievement on May 13, 2024. And whereas the town of Fishkill supports the youth of Scouting USA, and whereas the town board of the town of Fishkill wishes to recognize Fishkill Scouts who achieve the rank of Eagle Scout and demonstrate leadership and dedication to the community, setting an example for the community and for future Scouts who will be inspired by their accomplishments. And whereas Daniel Thomas Lynch deserves recognition as a young person who possesses leadership, skills, engagement in the community, and determination to make a positive difference. Now therefore, be it resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill does hereby proclaim its recognition of Eagle Scout Daniel Thomas Lynch and extends its congratulations on achieving the rank of Eagle Scout. And be it further resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill shall present a copy of this proclamation of Eagle Scout Daniel Thomas Lynch in the spirit of congratulations and recognition by order of the town board of the town of Fishkill on this 17th day of September 2025. Congratulations, Eagle Scout Lynch.
Thank you.
Thank you. So come up and let's get a picture of you and your father.
Yep.
You explained it to me.
Where are they? The dates.
Was it good?
Very good. Do you want me to take a picture?
I did. You're so good.
take one with his father first.
Just your, there you go. Great. Great. Thank you so much. Eagle Scout. Wow. There you go.
My son graduated. My son graduated. Everybody here, Greg here?
Yep.
Ready?
Coop.
One, two, three. Very nice.
All right. Here you go.
One more.
Oh, sure. All right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. It takes a lot of dedication. You got you in there.
That's not graduated.
I'm not prepared for this. Huh? We didn't adopt the minutes.
Guys, do it right now. Do it right now.
Did that.
We'll do that next.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch.
Good
Congratulations.
spot.
You have to stay for the rest of the meeting now.
Yes,
If you don't, that proclamation becomes invalid.
yes. Next up is the acceptance of minutes, Town Board regular meeting, September 3rd, 2025, at 7 PM. Present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next up is privilege of the floor for general town items. You can speak about anything. Mr. Cologne?
Anything and everything.
All of the time.
Eddie Colon from the town of Fishkill, representing the Fishkill Food Pantry and also representing the Fishkill Rotary Club. First of all, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Supervisor, for being concerned, calling me and checking up on me. Appreciate that. So this weekend, the food pantry is having 2 food drives. Unfortunately, that's the way it came out to be. It's going to be at Sam's Club Saturday and Sunday, and the other one at the ShopRite. The reason at ShopRite is because ShopRite is starting the partnership in the community campaign. So what they do is they do all these food drives, and at the end of the year, they collect all whatever money that you leave extra. Like sometimes your bill is 7, let's say 10, 15, and you leave that change there. So all that is collected between all the states, and at the end of the year, the food pantry gets a check. So that's why they're doing this campaign.
That's wonderful.
This night starts, I think, in September, and it ends somewhere at the end of November, whatever. And then it's a Sam's Club. So anybody that wants in the community to go donate any food or any items, they could go either to ShopRite, Sam's Club, or the food pantry. We in need now because it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's unfortunately, but it's the truth. The other one is the Rotary Club. And what we're doing is, it's never done in the town of Fishkill, When I say Fishkill, I'm including the village. We're all in the community. So, I'm a very big fan of the American flag, okay? And as you know, the veterans, the armed forces, they go out there and they fight for this flag. And you, Mr. Supervisor, see that you're the only one in the council here that a veteran, and I thank you for your services, sir. So something went into my head with an idea. I have a little hamster in the wheel in my head spinning, and I have a flag hang in my house in front of my building, and they also have one in a shadow box. And the one that's on the shadow box, it was flown from my son in his first mission to the Middle East as a medic. So he flew that flag under my name. And then from there on, I said, you know something? I have to do something. Because every time I retire a flag, whether it has a hole or any kind of destruction, there is some, that you and I discussed earlier sometime today, but unfortunately, there's nothing we could do about that situation. I don't feel like, why should I go to Beacon, East Fishkill, Wappingers, or Poughkeepsie to dispose my flag? And I went to dispose my flag several months ago, and when I went to this place, which I'm not going to mention the location, I saw a whole bunch of flags on the floor. The flags box was over full, was overcrowded. The only time, and you're a historic person, Mr. Gregg, and the only time that the American flag should touch the ground is on the battlefield. And because it touches the ground, because the color guard got killed, got wounded, and the next guy is supposed to pick up the flag and keep going. Also, my flag is always lit. And I also got a green light. It stays forever. So, by saying that, I got so disappointed, so disgusted. I was about to pick up the flags, but then I saw the cameras. I said, next thing I know, pick up this flag, put it on my freaking car, and go somewhere else to deposit it, or somebody's going to follow me and lock me up for stealing an American flag when I'm trying to do a good deed. So I said, you know something? Enough is enough. We need a box. So I brought it up to the Rotary Club, and they said, let's go ahead with the project. So, saying that, we did somebody sponsoring the box. So, on November 12th, on November 11th, Veterans Day, I brought some flyers, so I want you guys to save the date, because it's very important. It's Veterans Day. And we are doing a ceremony in the village. Why the village? Because the company that donated the blocks is where it's going to be stationed. It's going to be placed there. And it's going to be placed in front of McCool's funeral parlor. Not the village hall, not the town hall, it's going to be there. And this flag, this box, is all decorated. And it's going to be to all the veterans of Fishkill, in memory of all the veterans in Fishkill, sponsored by the Fishkill Rotary Club. So I'm asking you, and I'm asking the public, and I'm asking all the veterans, it's their day. It's their day, and we're going to do a ceremony. I don't want to do a winky-dink ceremony. It's something that is respectful. It's something that they deserve on that day. We have them already hanging from the poles out there, recognizing them. Why can't we give them something that somebody could be driving by and say, oh, there's a drop-off box. You know, let's drop this flag there. It's going to be decorated, and it's a memory of them. So we're going to try. I'm trying to get as many veterans that I could get. And if you guys know any other veteran, please tell them to save the date. So we have this, definitely save the date, but the flyers I'm giving you is just to save the date. And this Friday I'm getting the good flyer with the time of the event. Most likely the event is going to be after 12 o'clock, after their ceremony. So I really will appreciate, you know, this is not going to be a political platform. This has to do with the veterans. And I think they deserve that, and we could give them that.
Gotcha.
Because I know you guys, and I know the town and the residents and the community of Fishkill, regardless whether you're in the village or the town, when it comes to the veteran, and something like this is something that they appreciate, and it's never been done before. So why everybody has a box? We could have a box too. Why all veterans or anybody that has the retired flag, why should they go somewhere else when they could retire there? So the Rotary Club is going to maintain the box, and when the box is full, we're going to do a proper ceremony. The way it is supposed to be burned and the way it's supposed to be buried. So I would like for some of you to come and attend. I think it's very important. And again, like you, Mr. Supervisor, a veteran yourself, I think you go along with this. So,
Thank you, Eddie.
thank
Make
you.
sure you get us a flyer.
Appreciate that.
Make sure you get us a flyer.
Okay?
Eddie, did you ever talk to Virgil Capillari?
Yes, sir. He's on board.
Did
Tommy
you-
Mash is on board.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the Tommy Singerman from Poughkeepsie, the guy that walked.
Oh, Tommy Zerhelen.
Yeah, him. I got to get his phone number because he's involved with the veterans. Any community that's involved with the veterans, you know. I like to get the what do you call them? The Buffalo Soldiers with Mr. Green. I like to, or anybody that know, you know, the more the merrier, because I think if they do go there, they see something that's a memory of them. And again, I appreciate all your efforts, you know, and your support.
Our pleasure.
Okay? So I'm going to give you some flyers, and we take it from there.
Thank you.
Again, it's just a standard there, and then but it's definitely the 11th, and then we're going to set up the time and stuff like that. The flyer's going to be changed.
Okay.
Thank you.
And thank you for your services. Appreciate it.
Good seeing you.
Thank you, sir.
Miss, would you like to speak? Ma'am?
Thanks, Ed.
No? Okay.
Sir?
No, not yet.
I'm coming.
Okay.
One of my chopped liver?
No,
All right.
you ground beef.
Okay. You could have said pork roast.
No.
I have no comments. Jackie, you got any comments? Liaison report?
You know, I attended the 9/11 ceremonies, and, you know, as usual, it was very touching, remembering the 3,000 people that were killed and all the brave individuals that responded. There was a nurse who attended and spoke about her personal experience. And it was just, you know, remembering a pretty horrible day, but some of the things that came out of it were unity, you know, ongoing sacrifice, and reflecting on our values as a country. And I hope that people, you know, reflect on that and bring that back into the country, that we are one people. You know, for us to come together like that, like we were after the 9/11 attacks, I think would be something really awesome, and it's something that we all should strive for. That's all I have.
Greg?
I wish I'd been able to go to the town observance on 9/11. I was able, fortunately, to make it to the village. Our police cadets did a phenomenal job with the color guard for that, and I thank them and thank the village and Mayor Martin for putting a ceremony together on 9/11. This past weekend, our highway department did a phenomenal job down at the garage for the townwide cleanup. I spent about 3 hours down there just schlepping and chucking out the garbage with the guys from the highway crew, which is always good and excellent exercise. They do phenomenal work. Great job to Carmine and the whole team. And I do just want to give a quick shout out to two of our town police officers. Many residents are aware that on Monday there was something of an unusual event, at least in our area. You hear about high-speed car chases, see them taking place elsewhere, and they make the news. But there happened to be one that took place within the town of Fishkill, or in our near surroundings on Monday afternoon, where an individual was pursued by New York State Police and ultimately crashed their vehicle on I-84, and then fled on foot, and resulted in a manhunt. And our officers, McCrossan and Anderson, were on scene helping out with that, which was very important. The incident took place in the vicinity of John Jay High School, so the school was, of course, placed on lockdown for security purposes. Unfortunately, it was a very good outcome. The individual was apprehended. To my knowledge, no innocent bystanders or civilians were harmed in the process. So great job to our PD and to all the law enforcement involved in keeping our community safe. Just wanted to highlight that and share in the town's sorrow and remembrance for the death of the state trooper yesterday morning in a motorcycle accident on the Taconic. Thank you for your service at the end of your watch.
Thank you, Greg. John?
Hi, good evening, everybody. On Tuesday, September 9th, I attended a meeting with Councilman Rye, along with our assessor and our recently hired controller. The topic was the mechanism to collect the hotel bedroom tax once it's finally approved and adopted. They are working on this project together, and we will be scheduling a follow-up meeting, hopefully in the next week or so, to receive an update on their progress. And on Thursday, September 11th, I attended the 9/11 ceremony at the Elks Club in the city of Beacon.
Thank you, John. Brian?
Yeah, I'm glad that we kind of jumped into finding out how the board passed, to get the hotel room tax going. It did pass the Senate, it did pass the Assembly. It is going to the governor for a signature, then it has to come back one more time. But yeah, when it's passed, how do we get that money? So we're working on that. You would think it would be an automatic thing, but it's not, but we'll get it in place.
It's a very important step.
Yeah, you would say. I would say.
That's why we're starting now.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're thinking about of what
Well-
fund it'll go in and what it'll be used for? Or is it just a general fund?
Not at this time. We'll just get it passed, and I'm sure, whatever we can do to keep, that aids our tax-paying residents, property tax, we'll have to look at how we can apply that, and, after it's received, et cetera, et cetera. So we're not there yet, but it's all going to be positive, I know that much. We did meet with the candidate for chief during the 2 weeks, and we have really good candidates, and we'll be deciding that in October. I think we all attended the taps that were blown out here at the Memorial Park. Danny Masterson from Wappinger's VFW 5913 as a part of her 100 days of blowing taps. She actually blows taps for military funerals and services and all types of things all across the country. She's very, very well known and highly regarded. And like John, this year, I decided to go to the Elks. I wanted to go and participate there. So I was not in attendance here at Fishkill, but I certainly will be next year. And that's that.
Thank you. Next up is discussions. The first one is to revise the January 1st, 2023 adopted longevity policy. I think John was working on that. Any update?
I have not spoken to
Okay.
our attorney, the labor attorney.
I'll follow up with her.
Yeah.
Cooper put that on for the first December meeting. Yep.
I will tell you, in my conversation with her, she knows exactly what we're talking about. And, this gets paid once a year.
Okay.
And the conversation that we had, she thought it could get paid the following month after the 10 years. It didn't have to wait a whole year.
Okay.
So we'll figure it out.
Yep. Next up is the discussion, the resolution confirming the property maintenance violation and authorized remedial action at 1574, 1576, Route 52, 82. What do you got there, Mr. Willis?
Good evening, Mr. Supervisor. Nicholas Ward Willis with Keenan Bean for the property
Thank you,
owner.
Mr. Ward Willis.
Thank you. When we were last here in August, we advised that we needed to obtain the extension of the site plan approval resolution from the planning board. That occurred at their September 11th meeting. We also advised that the remaining outstanding items concerned updating documents to reflect the new ownership, as well as the land bank parking agreement being modified, the site plan documents being modified to reflect the new ownership, and finalization of the letter of credit to be posted. We've had discussions with the planning board secretary and have arranged and agreed upon those modifications to the documents, and have now arranged for those with our clients to be executed and signed and then delivered to the planning board chair, which we expect to occur, if not this week, then early next week, of those documents. The letter of credit, we've had discussions with the town attorney and have finalized those documents. There were some post discussions just yesterday that we had with some requested additional minor changes that we will review with the town attorney and hope to get that done this week as well. As regards to property maintenance, I understand it continues to be maintained. There was debris that was accumulated on site. Our client had arranged for those to be removed. I will drive by after this meeting tonight to confirm that has all been removed. And if not, it will be done this week, is what I'm told by the property owner. You will recall they said they would pay for property taxes, which they did. And we're also happy to have the new owner meet with you, Mr. Supervisor, if you'd like to have a discussion with them regarding the property in any way.
Has the new property owner purchased the property?
They are the owner of the property. They are the lender and they are the owner of the property.
They're not going to sell it?
I'm not in a position to discuss in public what their intentions are. Happy to arrange for a meeting with you to have that discussion. I'm also the land use counsel, not their general counsel or their real estate counsel.
Okay. So Cooper, table this to the second meeting of October. Thank you, Mr. Ward Willis.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you.
132 Red Schoolhouse. 132 Red Schoolhouse. This was a property that needed to be maintained. It's been cleaned up, so just table this. I mean, close it out.
You talked to the schoolhouse?
Yeah, it's I had 3 houses that needed some remedial action. This was the last one. They cleaned it up. Discussion of town code, dogs. Ms. Wilson, you got any update on the dogs?
I do, but you skipped number 4. Do you want to discuss noise?
Yes, I apologize. Let's do the noise one first.
So with regard to noise, the town board has made it known that they want to purchase a decibel measuring machine of some sort, which is good because it's an objective way to measure noise. Currently, the town code lists several factors that are to be considered by the police department or the zoning enforcement or code enforcement officer. However, that is a subjective analysis to be done at the property line from which the noise is emanating. So the benefit, as I think the board discussed at the first August meeting, was that a decibel meter machine would allow a more accurate assessment and be able to benefit the enforcement. And just there's no debate then as to what a decibel is. So in that, with that in mind, and looking at other codes that have decibel regulations, which is the majority, the levels that are considered acceptable are different between the districts. So you would want to consider residential versus commercial, and then you'd want to consider time of day. Usually it's about 7 to 8 to 9 or 10 p.m. and then overnight. And those acceptable levels vary during the day. It's generally between 60 and 65 decibels for residential areas, and then 75 to 80 for business commercial. And then at night, it's between 50 and 55 for residential and 65 to 70 for commercial. Other things to consider are construction exemptions, and just saying you can do construction between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., for instance. And ways to measure the sound. It is a sound level meter, and the good thing there is that the town code already has definitions for decibel and a sound level meter, so that part doesn't have to be done. But what the board, if it wanted to adopt this, if it wanted to purchase a machine, you would want to put in some parameters for the decibels, such as those that were suggested, as well as exemptions, which generally include with municipalities, military or civic parades, funeral processions, weddings, any instrument or bells, chimes from churches, your public utilities, railroads, like standard things that are just part of community living and that have to be accepted, otherwise enforcement would be a nightmare. So that just gives you a range of what the proposed decibels would be. We looked at East Fishkill, Wappinger, and Newburgh. I think Newburgh's code is quite well written. If that were something that the board wanted to review as potential considerations to adopt here. It just seemed to
Is
fit.
that town
Fishkill.
or city?
Town.
Okay.
Do you know in their code, do they have a decibel machine?
They do.
What is this thing? I mean, do you know what that is?
It measures noise.
Well, I know that, but I mean, how big is it, and who, would this be like here, police, keep it, you get a complaint, go with this machine out there and measure it? I mean, how, that's a whole policy thing. I mean,
Yeah.
what does it look like? How big is it?
And I got 3 cops there. Anybody see one of those? We don't have one, that's why they don't know.
I think they're
Sounds
just
like-
handheld devices,
Yeah,
but
it's
you
gotta
would,
be.
if there's a noise complaint, then they go
Yeah.
to the property line, and there's different ways to measure it. You can measure it from where the person is complaining, or if the police hear a noise that would be a potential violation, they go to the edge of that property, and then they measure it. And if it's, 80 decibels, and it's nighttime, then that doesn't comply with your code, and then they can be taken to justice court or written an appearance ticket.
So
I did just do a quick Google search, and that yielded something that looks kind of like a stud finder with a microphone on the end.
So,
It's able to measure the intensity of the
I got you.
noise waves, sound waves, and determine its
So
its
what-
decibel level.
I know, Ozzy, you had a complaint, or what's bringing this
Usually in the springtime, we get 1 or 2 complaints from
Yeah.
residents.
Yeah.
So it's like clockwork, like around May, June, when everybody's back out and about, they start coming back.
You-
Every year it's happened.
Always different people, or?
Different people,
Yeah.
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 I know in the city of Beacon, the music from the city of Newburgh waterfront
Oh, boy.
shoots right across the Hudson River into
My
Dutchess
dad-
Junction,
the
too.
west side of the city of Beacon. You can hear things loud and clear.
Yeah.
Water carries noise beautiful. Well, all right, I guess, if this is worth pursuing, let's pursue it.
So Ms. Wilson, can you just give us like to amend it to include the decibel meters? Keep it simple, use the Newburgh exemplar.
Sure, and then the standard exceptions, right, to
Yeah.
add that in
Yeah.
for noise.
That'll work. Thank you, Eddie. See you Saturday.
Yes.
And just to clarify, because if I recall correctly, and I may not, there was discussion at one point about a sound issue that was occurring in the town that would be classified as an impulsive sound, like something that was going off, like an alarm that wasn't getting turned off. Am I recalling that
Well,
correctly? Jackie, I thought
that's
that you brought that up.
Well, the only thing that comes to mind immediately is the new substation for Rombout, and they had.
Oh, yeah.
They had their.
Or the firemen.
Siren going off at like 1 in the
Okay.
morning, but
Yeah.
that's what they have, and I think they're working to try to tweak that, because they have to use it,
Yeah.
to alert the fire
Okay.
department members to
Yeah.
come. So
Right.
that's the only thing that comes to mind.
But that would be an emergency response.
that would be
an
sound,
exception.
right, so
Yeah.
that would be exempt.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a certain property or issue, because then that could be something for the board to consider as well.
Good,
I will
good.
put that together.
Okay. So ready for the next one, the dogs?
Yes, so I'll be talking a lot today, but this one should be brief. At the last meeting, the woman told the board about an unfortunate incident that occurred involving a dog attack and whether or not
Oh, yeah.
the police were able and authorized to respond, what authority the animal control would have in that situation. And so we did look into it. And by town code and by the agricultural and markets law, both authorize a witness to an occurrence to file a complaint. So she should absolutely be authorized to do so. And oftentimes it is a witness who has to file the complaint.
So currently, our town code states that a witness that's not the dog owner can make a complaint?
Yes.
Okay.
And that would be, the enforcement is 5811, and that outlines what the process is. So I don't know if there was a miscommunication with the animal control officer or not, but they would be able to file a complaint with animal control, actually 5815 is titled citizen complaint. And then the section above that references the Ag and Markets Law that outlines the dangerous dog proceeding. So what would happen here is that a complaint is made, and then that is taken to town court, and a hearing is held to determine if there's probable cause that this dog may be dangerous. And if it is, then the judge can order that the dog be held in whatever facility the town has, pending adjudication of a dangerous dog hearing. So then the dog is not out. However, as I said at the last meeting, once the dog was inside the house and not a threat out in the open in the public where it could be seized, they don't have the authority to go into the home to take that dog.
But they can
So
still
they-
make a complaint.
Yes, you could make a complaint, then you go to the court, you ask that the dog be seized, you get an order, the order is taken to the owner, and then that's the proper process. Then the dog should be turned over by the owner.
All you need is one witness?
Oh, yes.
That's all? Okay.
It could be the person that suffered the injury or the harm, and it applies whether it's a person, whether it's a dog, a service dog, a domestic animal. Like if there's an attack, there are a lot of avenues.
So they make a complaint with the animal control officer?
No, they can make the complaint to a
And/or
police
the town
officer.
police.
Police officer?
So there's nothing in
And
here
or
that we
town
have to
police,
update?
yep.
I'm sorry?
Is there anything that we have to update in this?
No.
So we're good.
All right.
So, and there's no period in which that attack, like you need to go make your complaint to the police because of this attack by X time? Is that like open-ended as far as when they can come? Because I understand this person's in the hospital and, you know, can they come in a week or 2 weeks, make a complaint, or?
Yes, that would be fine. She could make a complaint after. That doesn't change the fact that the dog was still dangerous.
Yeah,
Yes, she would be entitled to do that.
I didn't know if there's a limitation of.
Not that I saw in the code. I could look at the statute of limitations to commence a dangerous dog proceeding. I don't know it offhand, but I wouldn't think it's under 1 year from the time of the incident. But don't quote me.
Okay.
Okay, you are on microphone and being taped, though.
So quoted, but can amend it.
All right, thank you. So next up, everybody okay with the heat pumps for the PD? Any questions on that?
No.
It's in the capital program.
Yep. Next up is the resolution for modification of the, what is this one? Of the increased controller expenses for outside services. So far, we're at the budget status, and I'll be having a budget meeting tomorrow if anybody wants to stop by at 11:30
Okay.
tomorrow.
Your office or
My office.
All right.
staff or?
The controller and me, and Ms. Mitchell. So she's been training the new lady, and it's going to be going very well.
Got it.
Any questions on this one?
Not at this time.
Number 6, discussion, resolution to increase attorney fees. We got downstate and some other things. Everybody okay with this one?
Sure.
Next up is the privilege of the floor for any item. Ma'am, would you like to speak? Okay. All right. Cooper, table that number 1, the first resolution, to the same time as the discussion item.
Second October meeting.
Yep. Next one is resolution for the heat pumps.
Just the resolves is fine. I think.
Resolve is fine. Now, therefore, be first of all, the town board of town of Fishkill hereby authorize the town designee to request proposal for qualified contractors to perform replacement of 3 trained heat pumps at the Fishkill Police Department. And be further resolved, the town board of town of Fishkill hereby authorize town clerk to advertise the proposals, request RFP 2025-02, replace 3 trained heat pumps. Any questions?
No.
Present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next up, budget modification fund controller to increase it by $20,000. Whereas the town board has considered the proposed budget modification submitted by the finance office and deems it to be in the best interest of the town to make the modification. Now therefore be resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill hereby amends the 2025 general A fund adopted budget as stated within. I present the motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next one is the budget for see, agent fees, should I get that one right? Fiscal agent. Budget. Oh, again, finance, for $1,150. Whereas the town board considered proposed budget modification as submitted by the finance officer deems it the best interest of the town to make the budget modification, now therefore be resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill hereby adopts the amended 2025 A fund adopted budget as stated herein. I present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
This one is for the attorney fees. The town board has considered,
We need to vote.
presented as a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Greg.
All good.
Next one is $25,000 for attorney fees. Whereas the town board has considered the proposed budget transfer as submitted by the controller's office, it deems it in the best interest of the town to make the budget modification. Now therefore be resolved, the town board of the town of Fishkill hereby amends the 2025 general A fund adopted budget as stated there. Presented as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Last one, resolution authorizing Justice Court to apply for funding for JCAP program. The Fishkill Town Justice Court has requested authorization from the town board to apply funding for the Justice Court. The board of the town of Fishkill authorized the Fishkill Town Court to apply for a grant up to $30,000. Whereas the town court is interested in applying the request of the town board application, now therefore be resolved by the town board as follows. Section 1, the town board authorized the Justice Court to submit a JCAP application on behalf of the town of Fishkill. Section 2, this resolution shall be effective immediately. I present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we're up to items for special consideration.
Yes.
We have the first one is just a resolution to authorize an agreement with Dutchess County micro grant. Brian, you've been working on that, so why don't you give us a little update on this?
So this is from the Veterans Department in the county government. And they were handing out, they had, I think it was $200,000 bucket of money that they're handing out for towns to apply for a $15,000 maximum amount if they had a project that helped veterans. Well, we have a park now called the Town of Fishkill Veterans Memorial Park, and it's a beautiful park, but it needs a surface for veterans who might have some physical issues to be able to walk down and get close to the pond area. So we had a walk around, Ozzie and I, with Carmine, highway superintendent, and we assessed what we could do with $15,000, and we're going to be able to, from the parking lot, create a hard surface path down to the pond with a larger, wider area down at the pond so several people can enjoy it. So that $15,000 is going to go towards upgrades, giving veterans accessibility to the park that's been named in their honor. And so this zipped right along, and everybody's on board, why not? And we got awarded, got the call, got the email, got everything, and we're all happy. And you know, we had paperwork that we needed to fill in, and we're all sitting around going, wonderful, but oops, we forgot to bring it before the town board and get it approved to receive. So we're doing this now. Should have been done first, but I think everybody agrees that this is an okay boo-boo.
Yes, it is.
You know.
Excellent job. John?
I just want to thank Councilman Rye for sniffing out this grant. The county does send out a lot of money to a lot of municipalities, and Brian caught this one, and he followed up on it, and good job, Brian.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Appreciate it.
All right, anybody else want to say anything?
No.
Okay.
It's all been said.
Now therefore be resolved, the town board hereby authorizes the town supervisor or their designee to sign said agreement. Further resolved, this resolution be effective immediately. I present this motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Well done, Brian.
What's that?
Oh, I just wasn't sure if you had a copy of it.
Yep. Next one is a resolution to appoint Joe Clark as chief of police. He did retire. We're going to hire a new chief October 15th. In order to keep continuity of governing over there in the police department, he agreed to stay on to the October 15th meeting. Whereas the town of Fishkill maintains a police department, including the position of chief of police, whereas the position of chief of police is currently vacant, whereas the town board wishes to appoint Joseph Clark to the position of chief of police, now therefore be resolved that the town board hereby appoints Joseph Clark to the position of police chief of the town of Fishkill. I'll present that as a motion. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay. All right, next up is items for special consideration. We did that. New and old business. Jack, you got anything new?
Nothing.
Greg?
Nothing.
John?
Nothing.
Brian?
Oh, I do want to say something.
John?
I had, oh, I already mentioned this before. Go ahead.
Sure. It's early, you can, all right. Our next time board meeting is October 1st?
I have
I'm sorry,
nothing
Brian.
for special consideration.
Yes. What do you got, Brian?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Our next town board meeting is October 1st. We are going to go to an executive session to talk about a personnel matter. There'll be no votes after that. So I'll make a motion to leave the regular course of business and go into executive session. Can I have a second?
To discuss
I already said it.
the,
Personnel matters.
it needs to be more specific than that. The employment history and specifics of a particular individual, I believe is the language,
Nope.
correct?
No, we're not going in there for that.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Like I said, no votes. Good night, everyone.
There is specific language.